Hi, this is Ella Timbo. My platform is to share instructional tips and inspiration. Welcome for another round of Power Up Your Instruction. For those who are new in this channel, please hit the bell notification to subscribe. Please subscribe for the latest instructional tips and inspirational journey of a global teacher, and thank you in advance. In this video, we will try to give insights about the CFO's public advisory circulating in the web on the temporary suspension of the Philippines' participation in the Exchange Visitor Program or the EVP program. The moratorium on the participation of Filipino national, especially our J1 teacher applicants, created discomfort, stress, shock, and mixed emotion. The Exchange Visitor Program has the purpose for J1 Filipino participants to return to the Philippines after their cultural and professional training in the United States and share their acquired knowledge to our fellow Filipinos. The public advisory came from the Philippines EVP Committee through the CFO or the Commission of Filipinos Overseas. The Philippine EVP Committee is an interagency body created through Administrative Order Number 242 to coordinate the Philippine participation in the Exchange Visitor Program, which is composed of 11 agencies. The committee is chaired by the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Commission on Filipino Overseas, which serve as the Secretariat. The objective of the moratorium is for the EVP Committee to outline policies to protect J1 participants during and after the participation of Filipinos in the program. In addition, the suspension has been issued due to the effect of COVID pandemic around the world, especially in the United States, where our exchange visitor program participants were repatriated and terminated their participation in the program. I am thinking that the rationale of the EVP committee, especially with their decision, is due to the fact that many USA agencies, it could be the different recruitment agencies or placement agency and the sponsoring agency, are not supporting Filipino teachers during, within, and after their participation in the EVP program. There are many reports that J1 participants, such as our teachers, were terminated and sent back home without any support. The moratorium published this week, I believe, is trying to protect our teachers. The post, which was a legitimate public advisory, has been removed by the CFO due to the fact that it might create discomfort and panic for those J1 teachers who are in the process of completing their EVP participation. The public advisory is not clear and no details, that's why it creates confusion. I am expecting that the EVP committee will provide a clearer guidelines by incorporating the concern of our J1 teacher participants. Now, how does it impact you as a recruiter agency, as a designated sponsoring agency, and as a teacher participant in the program? The suspension of the J1 program was issued by the Philippine EVP Committee for the purpose of reviewing and outlining policies to protect Filipinos participating in the exchange program. The suspension is in effect immediately, as stated in the Resolution Number 01-2020. The suspension will be in place for 1 year or 6 months, or whichever is longer. Sponsoring agency and private agency are all instructed to stop facilitating any services related to the J1 Teacher Exchange Visitor Program. Now, there are two important impacts of the suspension of the EVP to our J1 teachers. What will happen if the teacher exchange program will be suspended? First, J1 teacher participant in the Philippines cannot travel to the United States. Second, request to process the no objection statement is suspended. Now, let me discuss in detail on the impact number 1, wherein our J1 teachers cannot travel to the United States even with visa stamp on their passport. CFO will not issue the sticker even though you have the stamp on your passport or pass the visa interview. You cannot fly to the US without the CFO registration sticker. In short, if you are in the Philippines, you cannot go to the United States to participate in the program even if you have the visa stamp on your passport and even if you have the sticker as well. This moratorium or suspension is in effect for a year or 6 months or when the ban is lifted. I am concerned for those teachers who invested so much time, energy, money, and a lot of more. I hope when the EVP committee will outline the policy, please consider those teachers with visas already and commitment to participate as a cultural and educational ambassador. Now, let me give me my insight on the impact number 2 on suspending the request to process the no objection statement. What is no objection statement or S? The no objection statement refers to the statement issued by the Philippine government that it has no objection to the waiver of the 2-year home residency requirement. The 2-year home residency requirement refers to the provision that an exchanged visitor must reside and be physically present in the country of their nationality. In that case, it will be the Philippines for at least 2 years following departure from the United States before the exchange visitor is eligible to apply for an immigrant visa or a permanent residency. Now, with the moratorium, the CFO will not issue the NOS. The impact of this on our teacher will hinder them from changing their status from J1 to H1 or to permanent residents or when they are applying for their naturalization. Even those teachers who wants to extend participation in their program will not be possible also because they will not issue that statement. So they have no choice but either to go home. Now, to the Philippine EVP committee, I am very happy that they will outline the guidelines to protect the welfare of our J1 participants, especially our teacher participants. I would like to highlight 5 key points with the committee when they finalize the resolution. Please incorporate these ideas. These ideas are coming from teachers who have major concern when it comes to the suspension of the J1 teacher exchange program. First, provide exemptions in the guidelines. The rule should not cover those participants with a J1 visa stamp and with a CFO sticker already. Let them fly, as most of them invested time, energy, and money. Second point, since the resolution was published this week only, then that should be applicable for next year. The implementation should not be immediate considering the situations of our current teacher participants who are ready to share their cultural and educational skills. Third point, research about the J1 visa. A J1 visa is non-immigrant visa and it is also not a working visa. Remember, a visa is never free. There are costs associated in the program to share cultural and educational skills. There are about 65 US designated sponsoring agencies. Some of these sponsoring agencies have a working relationship with the host school or the district. And if this is the case, J1 teachers will not pay the program costs. If teachers decide to participate in the program through a placement agency, then they have to shoulder the program costs. 4 key points. CFO should also have a dialogue with the placement agency or the recruitment agency in the Philippines or those US-based recruitment agency to provide support to Filipino teachers when they arrive in the USA, or even when they are already in the USA, or even after the end of the program. Most of these placement agencies are not providing support to our J1 teacher participants. And 5 key points. Have a talk with the US agency that is responsible for the J1 program if the EBP committee would want to insist on, instead of issuing a J1 visa, they have to be issuing H1B or working visa. So this idea of providing a working visa will help a lot our teachers. Overall, the moratorium will protect the welfare of our Filipino teachers, and thank you to the Commission of Filipinos Overseas and the members of the Philippine EBP Committee. We are looking forward for you to finalize it soon and waiting for the advisory. And thank you. I am encouraging everybody to please comment below and share your ideas, your thoughts about the suspension of the J1 EBP program. So don't forget to like and hit and subscribe as well in this channel, Power Up Your Instruction. And thank you, and see you for another session, okay? So guys, please hit the bell notification, and bye.